Hi guys, a slightly different video for you today. I thought with the upcoming launch of Essence, I would take a look at where its price could potentially start from and where it could potentially go in the future. I want to take a look at the effects of the launch on the Earth2 platform and provide you with my personal thoughts on how to prepare. A big part of this will be looking at land upgrading opportunities and how to get the most out of your Essence. Finally, I'll take you through my strategy and my price predictions for the token. Please note this isn't financial advice, this is purely my speculation on the subject. Please make sure you do your own research before making any decisions on how to proceed with your tokens. Please like and subscribe to support the channel, and let's get into it. So, the first thing I want to look at is, does Essence have a value now? If we can determine what we can get for the token within Earth2, it's fair to assume that people will not sell it for cheaper outside of E2. So how do we establish a value? Well, at the moment we can trade two main things that we generate from Ether and Essence, that's civilians and Sidroids. Now, in this example, I've taken the cheapest civilian from each faction and Sidroid from each rarity from the marketplace to illustrate today's prices. Now, bearing in mind a civilian costs 25 ether to produce, and there are approximately 15.3 ether in an essence, I've been able to calculate how much we would get for each essence by selling each civilian and Sidroid. So, as you can see, by selling civilians, we can get from 6 cents to 35 cents for each essence, depending on which faction synthesizes. And with Sidroids, we can get between 5 cents and $1.07. That depends on the rarity that's built. So what this says to me is that any user could build and sell Sidroids or civilians and get a minimum of 5 cents for an essence inside Earth2. So this is definitely a slow and painful process to convert your essence into cash, but it does give us a starting point. So it's for this reason that I believe that this may be sort of about where the starting point for the token could be on day one. So, next I wanted to see how the Earth2 community would react if the price was this low. I started a poll to ask what they would do if the price was 10 cents. Would they buy or sell? Within just a few hours, the results were quite clear. In most cases, if the price was this low, those holding Essence would look to purchase more and not sell. It's fair to assume that if the token started as low as 5 cents, it would very quickly get snatched up by the existing users. So, if we're looking at a token price of about 10 cents or more, it's clear that preparing for the launch is extremely important. Selling our tokens or spending them on land upgrades at the wrong time could have a big effect on how much value we can gain from them. To illustrate this, I've put this example together for you. If you look at the first row, and these figures illustrate the tile price at launch, you can see that the upgrade cost from Tier 3 to Tier 2 are 20 cents a tile, and for Tier 2 to Tier 1 is 60 cents. We can assume that there will only be a few Tier 3 upgrades causing the Tier 3 price to drop only a little bit. However, there are likely to be a lot of Tier 2 upgrades causing the Tier 2 price to go down and the Tier 1 price to rise. In this example, you can see how this could cause a big change in the upgrade costs. It would be cheaper to upgrade your Tier 3 at this later point instead of at the launch. This would not, however, be the same for Tier 2 and where it's upgraded to Tier 1, where prices have increased dramatically. The amount of essence needed could be very different, so it may be important to act quickly before the prices rise. So, how do we prepare to make sure we're able to act quickly? In order to do this, we need to simulate the upgrading of each of our properties using different essence values. The Earth2 team has recently released a tool on the Earth2 website for planning and forecasting these various scenarios. So I'm going to show you how I use this on my properties to help me make decisions in the future. So let's start by looking at one of the properties that I've decided I would like to upgrade if possible. If we scroll down and then look at the property info, you can see that we've now got a new button here called Upgrade. If we click on that button, it will load the simulation tool that will tell us the upgrade costs for that particular property. So as you can see here, we have a 77 tile property, tier 2. Its current tile price is 30 cents a tile, and its tier 1 tile price is 82 cents per tile. Now, to upgrade it, I have to enter into this box down the bottom here the price that I'm simulating with Essence. So if we start by looking at 10 cents, and put that in this box here, 10 cents. This will now tells me that if I just use my Essence, it would cost me 396.5 Essence to upgrade this property. Now, they've also offered an opportunity to reduce that price by incorporating some of your player rewards that they have, such as red energy, yellow energy and such. So if you select the reward that you wish to use, you can increase the amount of energy that I want to use up, and it will tell me that I've made a saving of 118.95 Essence by using this red energy, and this is the total red energy that will be taken from my balance. So you can see this is how much, if the token price is at 10 cents, this is how much it would charge me in order to upgrade it. So here you can see that I've run the scenario on this property for all different prices all the way up to $1. You can see the one I just did highlighted here in yellow. This gives me a picture of how the Essence cost will change as its price goes up or down. But how does this help us formulate a strategy? Here you can see a list of all the properties I would like to upgrade on Earth2. I've run the upgrade scenarios on all of these, with the Essence price shown at the top, increasing as you move from left to right. This table now tells me how much it would cost me to upgrade all my tiles at each of the various price points. Now, you can see that at an Essence price of 5 cents, I would need 29,138 Essence. At 10 cents, I'd need 13,977. At 20 cents, 6,989, and so on and so forth. So now that I have got to that point, I've decided that to set myself a maximum spend of 10,000 Essence. Now, I want to retain the rest of my tokens to sell or hold for later on. So this is my budget of 10,000. Now, looking at this table, I can see that if the token price is only 5 cents, I'll not be able to upgrade all my properties. I've decided that I will leave the larger ones and focus on all my smaller eco-sim tiles. So you can see here that I've removed all the Essence costs for the properties that I would not upgrade at each of the different Essence price levels. I now have a clear strategy. If Essence price is at 5 cents and I decide to upgrade, I will leave 6 of the costly ones to reduce my Essence spend significantly. If the price rises to 10 cents, I will select different properties to upgrade. And finally, if the token value increases to above 20 cents, I will likely upgrade all of my selected tiles. By taking this approach, I could miss out if the token price does continue to rise. The upgrade costs could continue to drop, but I'm only risking a portion of the 10,000 budget that I've set myself. It's very difficult to predict what will happen, as there are so many variables to consider. So what do I think the token price will do after launch? As mentioned before, I believe the token will start at 5 cents and very quickly rise above 10 cents. Following this, I believe the price will shoot up as investors jump in, and we will see the price rise above 20 cents or maybe even 30 cents. At this point, I think there may be a period of stabilisation. As you may have seen in my previous videos, you can buy a tier 3 raiding property for as little as $1 and automate a tier 2 raid property for just a few dollars. I do question if someone would spend more than 30 cents on one Essence when they can buy an Essence generating property that will create one Essence every single week. It is possible that investors won't want to play the game and will continue to buy the token, but I feel that a token price of above 50 cents won't happen until the release of E2 V1 and when raiding becomes a lot harder. So let me finish on this note. Do I think that we will see a dollar essence in the future? Yes, quite possibly. Do I think that this will happen at launch? Personally, I don't think it will, but I'm ready to be pleasantly surprised. Thank you for watching, guys. Please make sure you like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.